I see we go back to the 3-song intros.
Short intros be damned.
All right. That was pretty badass,
Bravo.
dude. We were all laughing during that. Dead hookers in the garage, bitch. You got dead hookers in the garage.
Dead hookers in the garage.
Damn.
I feel a concept album coming.
No shit. If you play it backwards, you're still gonna have dead hookers and termites in your garage. Wow.
Well, we've got a huge day for you today. DJ Davy D in the house.
What's up?
He came all the way up from Salisbury to stop here after he did the Gene Ween thing or whatever. So he wasn't like a scheduled guest. He just don't want to go home yet.
Well, it was Dean Ween, but yeah, great show last night.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
At the Ottobar. 2 opening acts.
Kelly Bell was one of them, right?
Well, there was a big fat black guy.
Kelly Cowbell?
The Piltdown Men.
All these fat
What are
black...
they called?
The Piltdown Men. They were terrible.
Yeah, all these fat black lead singers look alike to me.
Really? JR. Kelly Bell, JR.
The second band was good though. Satellite Hearts.
Yes, they were good.
Yeah, they were good. Very White Stripes-esque, but they were
Yeah. And I don't know if they were good because they were so great or because they followed the first band. Because we totally lost interest in even looking at the stage, and then as soon as decent music started playing, we both turned around and were like, "Whoa!"
So you saying that Hot Tub Vomit could have been the opening? Could have been the Peltman?
It would have been much more entertaining.
Well, I think we all know that Hot Tub Vomit is the worst punk rock bands ever existed in history.
That's right. That's why it's so badass.
Yeah.
But isn't that what you shoot for in the punk world?
None
Be
of,
awful.
None of these bands deserve to share a stage.
Chris,
with Hot Tub Vomit. They haven't done anything that wrong.
Tell Dave the concept. Tell Dave we're talking about the concept of Hot Tub Vomit was about what we're gonna play.
What is the concept of Hot Tub Vomit?
You said we were gonna play bad covers of bad punk songs.
Yeah, the punk rock got a lot of punk rock bands got famous for doing bad covers of rock songs. We're gonna do bad covers of their bad covers. Yeah, essentially the worst covers. We've already ruined "Holiday in the Sun."
Yeah.
I turned into a Martian. And I've got can't put your arms around a memory. And I've got at least 5 or 6 songs I'm trying to ruin now.
I don't even
so
know.
there's more than what I heard?
I didn't even know. I didn't even know about these songs, Dave.
have a full
We
set
played
list?
these songs.
We've been practicing
I
these
thought
songs.
every song was Termites in the Garage. We have other songs? I played other songs?
Yeah. Well, you play the same drum beat. I play other songs.
Well, we
You're like the Casio keyboard of the book.
Yeah,
Apparently.
and for the listeners, because we never let them in on this, we've started a band here at the show, and it's called Hot Tub Vomit.
and it's taking the station by storm.
Yeah, and what we're planning on is
Everybody in the basement is talking about it.
our goal is 1 gig. Our goal is 1 gig. We're gonna be the worst punk rock band ever in history, and we're gonna do 1 show.
Hey, I did get some feedback from Northeast High School about playing the prom.
Oh yeah, what'd they say?
They were interested, and then when I sent them a copy of Termites in the Garage, they weren't interested.
They said the prom's way longer than that. we can play the time it takes for one person to park their car at the prom.
We'll just keep playing Termites.
The time it plays for them to unload 1 limousine.
You just start changing the words up. I'll just play the same. You just play
Hey, the
same.
Grateful Dead took Dark Star, which is a 2-minute song, and made it an hour. Why can't you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking
Because I can't play the drums that long before I fuck it all up.
When we play live, we like to tailor the lyrics to where we're at, so it could be like termites in the garage prom.
Yeah.
It's in the garage.
It doesn't always have to be a bitch.
Termites in the gym.
Termites in the meatloaf, bitch.
Termites might be in the punch.
Yeah, might be in the punch.
Bitch.
Wow. So, what does that place hold, the Ottobar? It's pretty small, isn't it?
It is small, and that's why I got so excited. I had actually forgotten. When I walked in, it looked really familiar, and I said to Dave, I said, I feel like I was just here recently, and he was like, yeah, it was with me.
You were hammered.
Yeah, and we saw Andrew Jackson Jihad.
Yeah.
It is a great venue to see people. It does have that weird thing, kind of like when we were at the Electric Factory, and when you go too far to one side of the dance floor, because they have that balcony, it affects the sound like tremendously. But aside from that, there's not a bad seat in the house, really. I mean, it's a really great place.
I'm
small.
sure I've been, but
Dingy, black.
I have
a cool
no
place.
memory of it.
If I could make a recommendation for it, I would say high def televisions, because I gotta tell you, the bands look so much worse when you're watching them on the TV at the bar.
Imagine watching them on my TV.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there going, oh, this guy has no stage presence, and then I go down on the floor and I'm like, oh, well, he's making eye contact with somebody, but I couldn't tell. But yeah,
because they didn't have high def for you to watch.
To watch the show that was
the show
5 feet away from you around the corner.
How lazy are you?
I would have that would require me leaving the bar.
All right, see, that's the reason.
But
now I can get behind something like that.
As Chris was saying earlier, it was great because you never had a problem getting a drink. It was perfect. Everywhere you stood, you could see the
we
show
really
for the
did.
most part.
The bartenders
And it was packed.
kicked
It was
ass
sold
last
out.
night.
How many jabronis were there? Like
1,000?
jabroni?
No, there was a ton. We were saying,
I mean,
How many jabronis? Oh,
Yeah, none.
You're better off counting how many people weren't.
That's what
jabronis.
I wanted to know. That's all. That's why I didn't. That's why I stayed clear.
no,
Not a sausage.
Not a lot of chicks though. Yeah,
No?
Yeah, not much.
a lot of
talent.
sausage muscles.
Yeah.
Why? I thought that a bunch
So
of
great,
chicks
Chad.
would've-
I had a nightmare. I fell asleep
about sausage
No,
muscles?
I fell asleep.
Sorry.
I fell asleep listening to Danzig the night before last, and I woke up at 4:00 in the morning. I had a horrible nightmare. I was sweating, and I lean over to check my phone to see what time it is, and there's just a text from Dave there. It says nothing but sausage.
Oh, right. Yeah, you told me about that. You know, it's funny because I was telling Dave how I thought about it the other day too, and I couldn't remember. It just popped into my head, and I said sausage muscles, and I couldn't remember the story about it, but I just knew it was funny.
Yeah.
Dude, anytime I think of it, like just out of nowhere, sausage muscles will pop in my head, and I'm like,
It's been
it'll
weeks.
make me laugh.
It's been weeks, and I still
Well,
bring
the
it up.
story was I got the muscles at Bandito's. You know?
Bandito's was the place. I
Yeah,
remember.
Bandito's was the place, and it had chunks of sausage in it. And when I said to the barmaid Susie, I said, "Wow, this is really great that they put
Right.
sausage in there." She got really confused, and she goes, "They did what? What?" And she goes, "I don't know what that is." And I was like, "It's delicious."
Termites in the muscles.
Bitch. Problem.
They have food at this joint.
Oh, I wouldn't have eaten there anyway. It's not that kind of place.
They have draft beer.
Yeah, I was drinking booze all night. I was being cheap. Oh yeah. The Captain Asshole here spilled a beer or spilled a rum and coke last night.
Brand new too.
Oh, it was
brand new.
It was the best
On
because
himself?
All over me, the bar, the
he
floor,
spilled it. He
my
spilled
head,
it
neck, breast, chest area.
as soon as he got it, and I totally no-showed him. Like I started walking away, and like everyone at the bar just turned and looked at him. And
disgust.
Yeah, Dave was probably the least drunk person at the bar, but he all of a sudden became the most drunk person at the bar. And I was telling him this morning, I was like, Dave, you could have punched a girl in the face, and you would have not have gotten all the dirty looks you got for spilling that rum and vanilla.
Chris made me argue with the people about my check.
Oh yeah,
I was all drunk.
We got the check, and it was like $70-some, and I thought they might have accidentally charged him for my drinks, but I had already.
I think they
cashed out.
did though.
I already cashed
'Cause
out.
he said there was a couple Natty Bows, and I was like, I didn't buy no Natty Bows, but whatever.
Maybe you guys
I
went
think
to the
he bought
bar
me-
at the same time, and he just put them on your tab.
At that point, I don't know, dude. I don't even want to be in this
you
conversation
bought-
anymore.
what
Take
is-
my money.
Yeah,
I'm
what is
done.
a couple of natty
Well,
bows?
you bought me one Natty Bow because when you sent me to go get around, you said put it on my tab. So you bought one Natty Bow, but he did the numbers on his drinks last night right in front of him, and it was $9 a drink. He drank $60 in rum and cokes last
and
night.
spilled how many of them?
I just
He just spilled the one.
And that was the
reason.
worst part.
You
The
coulda gave
girl
me
that
$9.
served it to me didn't see me spill it, and then he came up right behind. He's like, "What you need?" And I was like, "She probably would have gave me a free one, you know."
He actually drank $51 in rum and cokes last night.
I think I had 9 of them on there, and I did a fireball shot.
Damn, you were really getting sauced up.
Oh, I was pretty hammered. Hammered enough to dance upstairs.
He was dancing?
Oh my God! Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this video because I took some video of him dancing. But the problem was,
And it was quite a long time I danced too.
Yeah.
I
Oh
bet
my
you,
gosh,
dude, I
dude.
bet you he was sweaty
and
as
he
a
was
motherfucker.
Picture this,
Sweaty
Chad.
balls.
Picture this. Like the show's over, and I thought the place was done. And Dave said there's
when
an
Dave started dancing.
Dave-
Somebody came out and said the show is over.
Dave goes, let's go upstairs, and I was like, there's no
To you?
Yeah.
What
He's
the
like, "There's
fuck?
no
You were
upstairs."
dancing now. You're asking Chris to go upstairs.
No.
The bar is
We haven't
upstairs.
gone. I'm
Downstairs is the
All right.
concert venue.
It's
Upstairs
before
is
the
another
dancing.
bar.
I thought Ween
He goes-
brought the
he goes-
gay out of you all of a sudden, Dave. Taking Chris upstairs.
Well, I don't know what brought the gay out of him, but something did. Because he was like, let's go upstairs. So we go upstairs, and there's a whole after party going on. Nothing. It's not a sausage party up there. Nothing but
There's a bad DJ.
Oh my
Sausage
God, dude,
muscles
a
party?
bad DJ and nothing but like hot chicks on the floor.
Yeah.
And there was one chick that was like amazingly smoking hot. Why am I? What
Wait
is this
a second.
call?
Yeah, there was one broad. It was
Hello, you're on the air. Hello?
that worked well.
Yeah, what the hell?
Our first live call was an accident.
I know, we get a call from
fantastic.
We get a call from DC. But so we go upstairs and this chick is so hot, she's dancing. And I'm watching these chicks and then I pan off to the right and Dave's on the edge of the dance floor pulling one of these numbers, like both hands could not be closer to his body.
I was getting it.
It's like he was being forced to dance in a confined space.
You can't dance outside the box.
Yeah. It's like he was dancing in an air duct or something. And I tried to get video of it, but the problem was he was wearing a black shirt in a dark room against a black wall.
Dave, did you do the Brodus Clay? Like,
So I don't know, Chad. Chad, see if you can pick him out of this video. He's over here.
I think I see a window or a TV. I don't see Dave.
He's there. But that's what he was dancing to.
Wow. Something brought the gay out of Dave.
It was good times.
It sounds like it.
Go,
I
Dave.
mean, for me to even think about getting on the dance floor, I had
Go,
a few-
JV. Go.
I was over there for a couple songs, I think.
Bump it up. You were all blown up.
And Chris stood on the other side of the room and creeped everybody out with his
yeah.
white teeth.
Which look especially white now that I dye my hair black.
Yeah, his white teeth really show off his hair.
The first place we went to, we could get no service because of my white teeth.
Your teeth bring out the black in your hair.
That's great. That new black in his hair. Why are you doing that anyway? What is the sense of that?
Of what?
You can't do like the where they kind of just touch it up kind of thing. You let it get all the way gray and then you go all the way Elvis.
Yeah, it's punk. I'm gonna go blonde. I'm going blonde.
That's the opposite.
I think it's like elderly.
I'm going blonde.
Isn't that like elderly punk? Is
I'm
that
going
what that
blonde and then purple.
is? Blonde. Salt and pepper right over here, buddy. He's salt and then he's pepper.
Well, speaking of pretending, that's the best segue I could do with that.
Yeah.
I got
do we
this
pretend?
story. I got this story.
We'll pretend it was a better segue.
I got this story from HUD, but you know what? It's crazy.
Things have been quiet on the HUD front, so I guess we're doing everything okay. 'Cause my phone hasn't rang. I haven't got no complaints.
All's quiet on the HUD front.
Yep.
Well,
Hey,
I don't think we've done anything that we could be sued for recently.
well, that's all I'm saying. I'm glad. I like it when HUD don't call me.
Holy shit! I just got a story. Okay, I'll go to that in a minute. He's sending me stuff as we speak.
You HUD?
Yeah.
So he's pretending to be here. It's actually in the other room. He's using the office's
It's
computer.
hot off the presses.
Salt and pepper's here.
And we're in effect.
Want you to
I can't believe you're dancing, dude.
Oh, I can't believe it either, sir.
Are you gonna tell your wife this? You
Bro, probably. She's gonna be mad though, because she always tries to get me to dance.
Oh, like she wants to dance with you.
And you went
I
out with
was like,
Chris.
nah, I'm not having it. Yeah, I go with Chris.
He dances when he's out with me. I don't know what you're talking
You're gonna be
about.
sleeping on the sofa. Nikki's gonna be so pissed.
We shared a bed. We danced.
Upstairs.
Well, all I know, Nick, is that
We enjoyed a lovely breakfast
is that
together.
Dave said, "Let's go upstairs." Next thing I know, he's dancing.
And we still can't figure out how we got back to the
Yeah.
hotel.
You share a room.
We have
together?
no idea if we slept together last night. We could have had passionate sex, and we would have no recollection of it.
You're saying innuendo.
You shared a room together.
If you don't remember, it didn't happen.
Okay.
Or it did.
Okay, this is a great story. HUD sent me. Police say a man pretended to need help from authorities and then punched the officer in the face. Officer James Holmes with the Phoenix Police Department said
James Holmes.
officers received multiple calls at 10:40 p.m. Saturday about a fight at a home near 7th Street and Union Hills Drive in Phoenix. When officers arrived, a 29-year-old man apparently approached one of the officers, indicated he needed help, then said, "Just kidding," and punched the officer in the head.
It's all part of an internet reality show, like a prank show.
I don't know what's great about that. The fact that he did that or the fact that he called multiple times to
Yeah.
make it happen. Like, they didn't show up the first 2 times.
Maybe he needed more takes. So maybe the first couple cops getting punched didn't work out so well. So he
A witness reportedly told police that the man had been using mushrooms. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would never do that tripping.
No.
I think he was taking them. What is using? Using them for what?
He was
Paperweights? I mean,
using them for
that
food.
made him do it?
But seriously, I can't imagine tripping and saying, "Oh, let's call the police here and punch them."
Let's fuck with the law.
You really got to be
Tripping most of the time, you would be as far away from the man as possible.
I wouldn't call a pizza guy.
Any man.
Yeah, I wouldn't call a pizza guy if I was tripping. I don't want anyone going to the house. Police were forced to use a stun gun on the suspect twice because he kept pulling out the wires, said Holmes.
The wires?
Yeah, from the stun gun.
Oh, yeah. Right.
The suspect managed to get back up and ran into his house into the bedroom. That's what I
don't buy it. I don't buy mushrooms. I don't buy it.
You don't think he was on mushrooms?
Oh, come on, man. Ripping out the fucking stun
Sounds
gun
like
things,
speed,
dude?
right?
Those
Sounds
things
like
suck.
speed.
Or PCP or something.
Yeah, PCP or speed.
Mushrooms don't give you superhuman strength and make you shit like that.
I agree. I think he was eating stuffed mushrooms.
Mushroom caps
stuffed with PCP. The officer suffered a broken right hand after getting into an altercation with the suspect, as well as a swelling to his eye, according to Holmes.
Fucking hippies.
Authorities set up a perimeter around the home and attempted to call the suspect out, but the man would only come out a few feet and advance on the officers and then run back inside.
It was like
that totally sounds like shrooms, though. That does. Like maybe he was on a couple things.
Yeah.
Holmes said authorities then used...
Holmes said, what are you, Mexican now all of a sudden?
He was on PZP,
No,
but
Latino
using
over
mushrooms.
Holmes is the name of the guy.
Oh, I thought you were like Holmes.
It's a Holmes.
Yeah, Holmes
Holmes
said.
slice.
Yeah, you actually missed that. I'm pretty sure his name was John Holmes.
John Holmes.
James Holmes.
James,
Holmes.
John
Yeah.
Holmes, James Holmes. Almost home.
But get this, I've never heard of this. So, authorities then used 4 stun bag rounds. What is that? Stun bags.
They're bags that they're not bullets. They just knock you down. They don't like go through.
Oh, like Johnny Knoxville got shot
I
with
think
in
so,
that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like
badass.
riot control kind of stuff.
Which ultimately had no effect on the man. Who
Stun gun. He's no sold the stun gun.
I know.
mean, they're gonna throw
Your
bean
stun
bags at
bags
him.
ain't shit.
You're gonna throw cornhole bags at him, and expect him to stop taking mushrooms.
Yeah, it lands in his asshole or
Yeah.
something. What are you doing?
Wow, good. Well, go right to the gun. Fuck all that
I know.
shit.
This guy, honestly, this is in Phoenix.
What was next? Baseball
was in-
bats? That burned out
It's like, could you imagine them? I mean, they're just sitting there trying to figure out, all right, what's next? We maced him. We've done everything.
If this was in
tar and feather him. I mean, what's gonna shut this guy up, man? You can't-
if this was in Baltimore, this story would
Bring
be
in the dog.
This story would be one
The
paragraph.
dog would look at him and be like, man, I'm the 5th option in this motherfucking story here. I'm not even getting
Yeah,
involved."
dude, you shoot him before you get the dog involved because the dog can get hurt.
No shit. You should have shot him after the stun gun.
Yeah,
didn't
that's what I'm
work.
saying. If this happened in Baltimore, this would have been a one paragraph story.
Oh, yeah.
That ended in suspect was shot.
And he's in stable and critical condition.
It would have been fun to watch the decision process of the
Yeah.
officers and how that went.
You called it though. Officers finally used a canine to bring the suspect into custody. He was transported to Phoenix Hospital, blah, blah, blah. So they did use a dog that got him out. Dog got him out.
I didn't call that.
They didn't have to kill him.
I said the dog wouldn't have went after the guy. The dog was smart enough.
Yeah, but you said they would have used a dog.
I
next.
said the dog.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
the dog. I would have never thought that a dog is an option. I would shoot somebody before I let a dog go on
Did
them.
you know it was a whole bunch of veterans? You said 27-year veterans, and they're old. They don't want to tackle the guy, so they're all standing around scratching their head.
Yeah, they're
Guys are on
so
their phone.
done. Yeah.
A couple guys are on their phone Googling, what do I do next to stop a guy on mushrooms?
Asking Siri. Hello, Siri.
And while we're talking about
Is
police,
canine an option?
while
Yeah.
we're talking about police, I love this story because when this next story, is about Honolulu police. We used to live
Honolulu?
when I used to Honolulu.
Honolulu.
Did I say Honolulu?
Honolulu.
No, I didn't.
That's the Honolulu. Yes, you
Did I really say Honolulu?
Yeah, Honolulu. I actually prefer that name. That's a better name. Actually.
That's way easier to say.
I'm from Honolulu.
Hello, Honolulu.
Big spike in the ratings. Honolulu.
But when I lived
It
in
just
Hawaii,
sounds so gay, doesn't it? Honolulu.
when I lived in Hawaii, they had to before I moved
JR.
there.
Honolulu JR.
Before I moved there, they had to fire the entire police department because they were breaking into people's houses. because people would be like, they would call the police and they would say, "I'm going on vacation. Can you watch my house? I'm leaving Honolulu."
Anyway, so what happened in Honolulu? What happens in Honolulu stays in Honolulu.
And the police would break into the house when people were on vacation. So the police department.
The police are breaking into houses?
Yeah, that was.
I haven't heard any of your story yet.
Because Honolulu is corrupt.
I'll wait for the Honolulu laughter to die out.
It's I call it the Honolulu bug.
You got it, the chill. The Honolulu chill.
No, what I was saying was the police were very corrupt on the island.
No shit.
But apparently this story, the cops claim that hooking up with hookers and undercover work may be necessary in crime investigations.
Yes. Research.
Deep cover.
Perhaps
Deep cover.
Perhaps giving a new meaning to lay.
Lately.
A law is pending in the Hawaii legislature that will keep the exemption in place for officers who are or claim to be acting in the course or scope of their duties to sleep with hookers.
That's funny. I didn't think Brian was here today, but good Lord, you're doing a good job of it.
Yeah. From a regulatory viewpoint, evidently they want to have legally safe sex, but only if or when it is actually necessary.
Oh, I bet the line for that job is a mile long. What do you want, the homicide department? No, I want the fucking hooker department.
I know, dude. Can you believe? I mean, sex is. When is it not necessary?
Dude, I think I want to become Honolulu's finest. I want to go over and get a job over there.
A bill in the state legislature that increases prostitution penalties for johns and pimps initially eliminated the legal permission for cops to get busy with hookers on duty.
They said get busy.
Yeah, that's what it says. The sex exemption was put back in the legislation. Sex exemption. I think I have a sex exemption.
The Honolulu Times has a great writer.
However, after law enforcement officials came forward and testified in favor of the provision, the measure containing the hookers exemption for cops has already passed the state house and is on the way to the state senate for consideration.
Wow.
So they're going to be able to bang hookers legally. They already can run red lights.
But I still don't even know why hooking is a problem.
I know.
I mean, seriously,
It's not a problem. It should be completely legal.
I mean, and yeah, now they gotta go undercover. I mean, seriously,
They go undercover.
you can go
Covers.
undercover and go, all right, how much is it? It's $50. You arrest them. Now you gotta bang them and then arrest them.
Well, it's up to the cop if they have to bang them. They're only allowed to bang them if they have to.
That is ridiculous.
You're not going to arrest me without me fucking you first.
The exemption is obviously controversial, but apparently state lawmakers
Obviously.
State lawmakers are on board. Authorities
Sure
say
they
they
are.
need the legal because they all use hookers.
Yeah, now they're all gonna be trying to citizens arrests.
Authorities say they need the legal protection to catch lawbreakers in the act.
They're gonna catch the mayor's gonna be banging a hooker, and he's like, "Oh, citizens arrest!"
Can you imagine being deep cover in Hawaii? So now you're in Honolulu. So you're doing meth, and you're banging a hooker, and it's part of your job.
And when you're
That's
done,
what
you can go
gotta
rob
do.
their house or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can rob somebody's house.
Why isn't Rob Ford not the mayor of Honolulu? He'd be over like a motherfucker. He'd be CM Punk over if he was over there.
Critics, including human trafficking experts. Oh, why don't they shut up already?
Human trafficking?
These human trafficking experts. If I had a dime. And other police say it's unnecessary and can further victimize sex workers, many of whom have been forced into the trade. Police haven't said how often or even if they use the provision. I'm so sure they're not going to use the provision.
Is there like a box to check off when you're doing the paperwork?
Did you bang a hooker? Did you have to bang a hooker?
Did you have to? Do you have the receipts?
That's great. But when they asked legislatures to preserve it, they made assurances that internal policies and procedures are in place to prevent officers from taking advantage of it. What are these internal policies?
There's one guy who's bringing in like 5 hookers a day, and like he thinks he's doing good. They're like, dude, you're banging too many hookers, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's silly, and what a waste.
We
of
know
time.
they have quotas for other stuff, but this guy is just going above and beyond his job.
Yeah,
man.
and by
He's
the way,
taking every
this
hooker
is
out of
so
town.
not new, dude. Police get bang hookers all the time in every city. That's how the hookers get out of getting arrested. Everybody knows it.
They haven't busted a murderer in 3 years.
Yeah.
But they've busted 3,000 hookers.
Taking 3,000 hookers off the street.
This is basically a way for police to get their like conservative co-workers to keep from ratting them out for banging hookers. Look, I had to do it, man.
What if the other guy, if the other guy's gonna a rat, the cop goes, "Hey, look, go down to Pennington Avenue at 10 o'clock, ask for this girl, and then you can arrest her after you bang her. And then, I'll do you a favor."
Exactly. Police misconduct investigators are apparently confidential in the state of Hawaii, so it's unknown if any cop has been disciplined for violating the parameters involved with sexual encounters with prostitutes. So that means no cop has been prosecuted.
I wonder if there's training sessions for that.
Yeah, 2 hours required.
Yeah, that's right.
What if you do something bad and you get like demoted and you have to work the gay section? I mean, is that where they send all the bad?
No,
all the
you bring up a good point, because that's where you find out if they have to bang people or if they're just doing
They
it.
got to spend 2 weeks in the gay neighborhood.
If there is not a single undercover straight cop that doesn't have gay sex, then they never have to have sex.
This would be a great, I don't know, skit for something. Have the guy get yelled at and put him on the gay beat.
That's a good point, Chad, because that's really where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah. You either got to train there. It's kind of like developmental.
Yep. Exactly. If you're going to get to go undercover and we're going to give you the responsibility of banging hookers,
you got to bang all the hookers.
Then you start in the gay part of town, and Lord knows
you got to work your way up.
There's
You got to earn your stripes.
Oh, there's plenty of them in Honolulu. Plenty of them.
The gay district. That's tremendous. The gay district.
That's too much.
Maybe we can get Chris Kennedy on the phone and he can tell us where there's one around here. The gay district.
Yeah.
I don't know who Chris Kennedy
I don't even
is.
have Chris Kennedy's number, I don't think.
He's our resident
I would
gay
love
guy
to have
on
him
the show.
Yeah, he's our gay go-to.
Here's a gay too.
Like, you know how Torrance is your black friend?
Yeah.
Chris Kennedy's my gay friend.
It's the reason why we don't get beat up a lot of places. We drop his name.
Who, Torrance?
No. We would get beat up for that.
Well, HUD actually sent me a story that, HUD sells shoes. I think we all know that.
Really?
He sent me a story that says fake shoe salesman charged in Walmart for toe sucking.
Wow. Fake salesman?
Yeah. They have a picture of him, too.
Did he have your hat? He just walked in wearing your Walmart hat?
That's the guy that was a fake toe sucking.
He doesn't even have a vest.
Got a great Argyle sweater.
He's wearing a Van Housen sweater.
A manhunt. Now, can you really call it? I mean, he was posing. He was
posing
as a shoe salesman.
It was a foot hunt.
And he's sucking people's toes. Is he really a man?
Well, he was not on a manhunt. He was on a toe hunt.
A manhunt for Walmart toe sucker ended Wednesday night.
Attention, Walmart toe suckers in the garage.
Attention, Walmart toe suckers.
Well, the guy sucking the 8 medium, will you please put it down?
Stop it.
Would the black gentleman in the Argyle sweater sucking on toes in aisle 5 please come to the customer service station?
Attention, the Argyle guy does not work for Walmart. Do not.
You are not an employee.
We're not going to kick him out because he's fun.
Plus, he's got a shopping cart full of stuff he's got to pay for.
Our shoe department the sales have skyrocketed.
We realize that only fat, disgusting women buy shoes at Walmart, and they haven't had anyone else suck on their toes in years, if ever. But you're not allowed to do that here.
We're thinking about looking for another one. The demand is so high.
A manhunt for the Walmart.
This guy's not working here 24 hours a day. I mean, he can't even go into his fake family he probably has.
Wednesday night, when police in North Carolina arrested a man who allegedly posed as a shoe salesman and then sucked on the toes of the surprised woman customer.
How do you surprise? You just sneak up on them and just grab their foot?
I don't know. This is kind of like Bobby working for Mexicans.
Is it like
because really, like, if you're posing as a shoe salesman, what do you really do? That's what I want to know.
Well, look at the way he's dressed. Probably not much.
Yeah.
Let me see a picture of the guy.
They don't have a good one. They just have the camera shot of him walking.
How do you catch somebody unsuspectingly with their shoe off and get to their toe?
He looks like a guy that would be in church on Sunday morning, right?
Tremendous.
Well, yeah. Hey, we had a death this week.
Oh, wait, we're not there yet. A manhunt The shoe salesman then sucked on the toes
there's
of
more.
the surprised women customers. When the horrified
It happened then more than one?
yeah. When a horrified woman protested, he told her he was a podiatry student.
He is. He's definitely
That's
studying.
a good move, dude. That's a good move, though.
He's studying.
Like, don't worry, I'm a podiatry student. We taste feet all the time.
Taste
Because
them.
last time I went to the podiatrist, the first thing they did was taste my feet.
You have no fungus?
Police have had several complaints of incidents like that in both Kmart and Walmart.
They didn't do anything about it. They just had complaints. The guy's there routinely.
Well, I mean, yeah, look who you're complaining to.
They right on. He has a shift. They
Yeah,
know when he's coming.
Can you imagine you're all angry and you go up to the customer service and some guy just put my foot in his mouth and the 16-year-old that's getting paid $5 an hour at customer service is like, okay, I'll call my manager.
I mean, how's he not arrested on the spot? You know,
Well-
it should be almost instant. You complain, you go to and what apparently it happens to multiple women.
Well, hey, buddy, it took a detective to figure
Is
this
it the
out.
fucking Honolulu police out there?
And the Honolulu police are on it. Lincolnton detective Dennis Harris told a local TV station that the man apparently tried the same thing Monday at another Walmart 15 miles away.
Damn, he's traveling.
I know. There's definitely a Walmart between those two
there's
Walmarts.
a Walmart
I've
every
never
2
seen
miles.
two Walmarts that far apart. Where he told a woman he was conducting a survey
Yeah.
on the feet of different races and nationalities.
Oh, the quality of them feet in the Walmart
Yeah,
too.
He's an equal opportunity toe sucker.
Jeez.
This guy did his homework on this guy really laid out a game plan, a gimmick.
I know,
mean,
he pulled it
has
off.
false credentials. He's
Yeah.
making up surveys.
Pulled out a badge.
Yeah, dude.
It kind of makes me sad because I've never put so much effort into anything in my life.
No shit.
And this guy, hey, he made the news. The second woman
He needs
also
to be on the
agreed.
show, I think.
The second woman also agreed that, yeah, just like the guy that never pays his tabs.
Yeah.
That's the guy. We need these two guys on there. The second woman also agreed to take off her shoes, but left when the suspect asked her to remove her socks. Whoa. So he only got to first base.
Yeah.
With her.
He got the shoe off. That sock wasn't going.
Police in Lincolnton, a small town in northwest Charlotte, told WCNC-TV they had arrested 31-year-old Michael Brown.
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, he is.
Brown.
And charged him with assault on a
On
female.
a foot. Assault on a foot now.
That's great.
That's all it is.
Wait. They did an undercover sting, and they have the actual script.
They had a bunch
Police have a lot of time
I
on
know.
their hands,
They had a
dude.
fat girl going there.
Well,
and
when they're
dangling
not
her toes around.
when they're not banging hookers, but they have. Listen to this.
Tremendous. She gets a bell and a whistle, and she's sitting there just showing her, hoping somebody comes running and sucking her feet.
Apparently, he wasn't even he wasn't even getting people that were already in the shoe department. He was leading.
He was luring him into the shoe department.
They're shopping for eggs.
It
Hey,
says-
well, you need some shoes?
Erica Porras was shopping Monday when police say Brown allegedly approached her and asked if he could help her try on shoes.
When she wasn't even looking for shoes? Did he already pick them
said,
out? Did he bring them to her?
He said, "Follow me to the shoe department."
That's his
so,
upstairs.
so they did a whole walk. And then she thought he worked at the store and agreed to try on shoes. When Brown told her he was a podiatry student, police say Erica's daughter Katie told us, he said, "I need to take a picture for research." So he's taking pictures of their feet too. He's up shoeing them. And when he
These
did,
bras are dumb.
I know.
My
Walmart.
God.
He ain't going to Bloomingdale's.
He's not in Target. It's
Like,
much higher.
He's not ready for Target.
yeah, they're only that dumb at Walmart and Kmart.
He just graduated from Dollar Tree.
Yeah, he's not going to Lord and Taylor and talking to anybody into anything. And when he did, he stuck her foot in his mouth. The woman got upset and called police. Kind of bizarre and strange, Detective Harris told the station.
Not anymore.
No, it's really not. It's not that strange.
They're gonna have their own section where you can just go there, like the blood pressure you stick your arm. You just go there and just the guy sucks your foot, and then you're like finish your shopping. It's like a pedicure.
Hey, Walmart might want to bite on this.
Yeah.
They might want to run with it.
They made the news.
I mean, seriously, who's buying their shoes?
Free advertising. It's free advertising.
I think they sell Converse now, so somebody might be buying.
No,
Target does.
Target though.
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I haven't bought shoes. I don't have shoes. I have flippers.
I don't even remember the last time I
Flip-flops,
bought shoes.
flippers. No. When I go to Honolulu, I always pack my flippers.
They're so
Give me a
raggedy.
hanger
They
out,
are
literally.
flipping though.
They're all flops.
I don't have flippers like a flopper.
Like my wrestling career. I'm all flipped out. Now I'm just a flop.
Well, why don't we call or have Scotty call?
Well, you want to do the
Well, actually, first off, to introduce this story, Dave, do you have the Reverend Elvis Cakefarts, who hopefully we will be getting on the show soon? I'm working on this.
Yeah, we'll leave
He's
more
a very
into
he's a very hard person to have a conversation with. But
it's the teachings of the great Reverend Elvis.
Yeah, apparently the Reverend Elvis Cakefarts covered the story of Mick Jagger's girlfriend committing suicide this week, and although we know that's not funny, too soon is. So
never funny.
Yeah,
it's never worked.
So well, it's funny. Well, too soon's funny.
It's worked once.
It works here because it's a written statement.
Yeah. So what the Reverend had to say?
So you're telling me your only job of climbing on Mick Jagger once in a while is so bad you hang yourself. Sure, he looks like a saddle, smells like a week-old coffee, and by all accounts is hung like a titmouse. I guess money isn't everything. I don't know, man. If Cher put me up on a chateau in France and all I had to do was mount and oral that old hag once in a while, I could do it. I've done worse for less. Hell, I'd spit shine Elton's Super Pooper if he had paid me enough.
Damn.
And that's the teachings of the great Reverend Elvis Cakefarts.
And we're going to get him on the show?
We're hoping to get him on the show soon. I'm a big fan of his work.
I didn't think he does interviews.
He don't
speak
I don't
to
think he does.
anybody.
I don't think he does either, but we may be the first to get the exclusive. But I figured we could do it too soon with Mick Jagger's girlfriend.
All right, well, I found somebody I think could be interesting on this.
All right.
We're going to try out Scotty Floyd. He's an old childhood friend of mine. He's got the same issues I got. He's funny half the time.
He's got the same issues.
Yeah, he can't.
The same issues of Dundalk life.
I mean, he can't go a whole day without drinking or he'll die. So he can't do it either. We share that in common. Which, speaking of which, I had a terrible week. I'll tell you about that. I did stuff that kids stopped doing at like age 7. I did it like twice this week.
Actually, I want to hear about that.
It was twice?
Yeah, why don't you? Because I don't know how long it's going to take for Scotty to call. He may want to be on the phone for this.
He called my phone. I gave him your number to call. Hang on, Scotty. Hang on, you jabroni. I told you to call the other number. I texted it to you.
Let me hang up and see if you did.
Never mind.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Oh, this is never going to work.
Are you there?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
All right, cool. If you're not busy ruining everything, we have it too soon for you. Mick Jagger. Should I do it or do you?
Go ahead.
Mick Jagger's girlfriend, go.
She's too damn tall to be hanging herself in the closet. How tall is the closet?
You got 20 more seconds. I just can't. You can't. You got 30 seconds. Go. Keep going. Crickets. Well, we got something
We
out
got
of him.
one going.
We got something out of him at least.
I gotta tell you, that might have been the best too soon we've done in a while. To be honest with you, she's too damn tall to be hanging herself in the closet.
Well, it kind of worked.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Okay, Chad. So walk me through this, because all I got was that you were talking to a customer.
Oh.
I
I don't even know the story.
I already know I'm going to be playing EPMD. You're a customer behind this.
Oh, yeah. And they got housed. I don't do.
All right, break it down.
I don't know if it's good. I can't smell, so I don't know if it's smell or not.
Just go.
But
Take it from the beginning. Let's start with walking in.
Well, I really had to go to the bathroom bad, and I never go to the bath. I do all my stuff in the business at the house, and then I go out.
You don't shit at jobs?
No, I try not to.
I do not go anywhere but my house for the most part.
No.
Never.
You're both out of your minds. Because let me tell you, dude, shitting at jobs is cool with our work because, first off, the place isn't open. So
the toilets are still dirty.
The place isn't open, and a lot of them have private bathrooms. Like, they have like a single bathroom. They clean them first thing in the morning. We get there right after the janitors. It's not that bad, dude.
I'm not buying. I just don't do it.
Thank you.
I never have to do it.
I love how you're concerned with that, but you've been wearing those sweatpants for 3 weeks.
No, these are yesterday's new old ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But no.
Well, the best part is where he decided to go.
No, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut that story off.
Yeah. Well, I have an hour to kill before my next. I'm trying to get this customer to sign up as a sponsor. So I'm all the way downtown. I had an hour to kill, and I was really starting to hurt, right? I was really starting to cramp up. And I'm driving down, like, in the city. A mile takes you like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, a red light. Oh, fuck, a red light. I'm sitting up on my seat while I'm driving because I can't hold it in any longer. I said, I got to find somewhere to go that I can trust. And then I got an hour to get to my next stop. So I went to Tiffany's up off of Lombard Street. You had to ring the bell to get in because it's not open. I'm standing outside like, oh, man, come on. I go inside and I was going to run to the bathroom, but the lady stops me and she had to ask me all kinds of stuff.
Of course, yeah.
Who I was.
How's your day?
And I was trying to, if I could just let a fart sneak out, right? If I could just pass it off as a fart. And I was like, oh, I felt so much better. I said, don't worry, I'll come back. I thought I put it aside. I got to the car and I got in the car and I sat down and I felt the squish.
Oh, so you didn't even know you shit yourself. You sharted.
Yeah, and I didn't know it until
And
I
you
sat
didn't
in
even
the car.
know. It just felt like something, like a warm fart.
Yeah, it was like I felt relieved, and I thought maybe,
Yeah.
that fart just give me some extra time to get out of
That's
this.
bad.
And I sat in the car. I was getting ready to go back to my other hour. Mother stopped, and I said, oh no, it doesn't feel good. So I got out of the car and I kind of like put my hand down the back of my pants, and I said, oh no. And I rushed home.
I mean, you can't smell or feel the wetness
No.
in your ass.
Well, no, because the warmth covers up. Like, the warmth covers it up,
And I wear real baggy pants, so I couldn't really tell until when I kind of felt it, but I was kind of hoping it was confined. Right? So I
Now, do you do boxers or tights?
nothing,
wear underwear.
Nothing. It was jeans. It was
Oh, so you didn't feel anything?
no.
So it was
so
like,
you
it
know they
wasn't
had
like,
to see the wet spot in your jeans.
so
not
it was,
in the front. I didn't shit that bad.
No, in the back.
Did I see it?
No,
what I'm wondering
your
is
customer.
No. I don't think so. I backed my way out the door. I said, that's not
Yeah,
a big
but
deal.
if wait a minute.
Backwards.
Wait a minute. So if you're not wearing any underwear, okay.
Please wear underwear.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't own any.
Then it wasn't enough to drop out of the butt cheeks and like hit you in the
Foot? No.
yeah or the
No.
leg.
Dude,
Like, you didn't feel anything?
I haven't taken a shit like that in 15 years.
Well, even the wetness, it should have rolled down everywhere. It should've
Yeah,
been
I
in
mean,
your
you would
shoes.
think it would have
Didn't-
just.
It was just
gravity.
It was just a little like the top of a cupcake.
You should have poop in your floppers.
Yeah. It was just like
top of a cupcake.
it's like a little swirl that came right out.
There's no liquid cupcakes.
Well, you've
like,
never
like it was a little bit like the top of a cupcake before it's baked.
yes, the little chocolate topping swirl on it. And I still
I'm
wouldn't,
confused. I don't understand how you didn't know until you got in the car.
because I didn't feel it. It wasn't like that. And
Did you feel it?
So, see, I was so confident that I didn't do it that I told the lady, no big deal. When I wanted to use the bathroom, I figured I can make it home now. That was a big relief. That's when I found it.
It was a big relief, right in your pants.
Yeah. So I drove all the way. I mean, from Lombard Street to here. I'm going to my bathroom. I got to take care of this.
Wow.
I get in the door and Brian's trying to light my cigarette butt on the stove. I mean, he only smokes our butts. And he's yelling, hey, bro, you got your lighter? I go, not now. I poured chemical all over myself. I have to get out of these clothes. I ran into the bathroom, did my business.
And by chemical, I mean diarrhea.
Yeah.
I mean, feezy.
And when I thought that I had it contained, when I thought it was under control, well, when I got up off the toilet seat, far from control. If Renee would have saw that, I would have been out with Brian. It was all over the seat because it had smeared on my butt cheeks.
Oh my god. Jesus. I'm never using your bathroom again.
Oh, it's fine.
The worst part is he wore those jeans for 2 more days.
I went back to work. I was clean.
I sat in chocolate.
He didn't even need the
That's probably not a lie. That's probably not even a joke.
I went back and did the bowling alley down on Dundalk Avenue. Because Brian said, where you going? I said, back to work. Yeah, it's not a joke.
All right, so that's you said there was two. There was
Yeah, what's
another
the second
instance?
story?
I pulled a little Billy lump. Like Lumpy.
What is that?
Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Oh, okay.
Lumpy's famous for when he gets drunk, he just randomly pisses stuff. and
He randomly pisses stuff.
yeah, like destination,
Coca-Cola.
destinations.
Oh,
He's like,
cranberry juice.
I'm gonna go piss in that suitcase. And
Oh, he pisses in stuff.
yeah,
on
just
stuff. I guess.
whatever. And I'm too lazy to get out of the bed to go to the bathroom, so I normally just piss the bed and then get yelled at later on by Renee. But
So wait a second. That's a conscious decision.
Yeah, dude, don't sell it. You can't sell it like that. You're not that lazy. No.
well,
Come on now.
I mean, Renee.
I don't even know if that's worse. I can't
He's
decide.
getting too lazy to go to the bathroom to take a shit.
I'm actually having a moral dilemma. I don't know what's worse. Pissing the bed as a 40-year-old man or consciously pissing the bed as a 40-year-old?
You know they make undergarments for this problem.
I know they're upstairs.
Oh,
There's only 2 in a pack.
you're a pretty tiny guy. You can probably get some big Pampers.
Yeah,
You're what they call incognito.
I really haven't done it in a long time.
Incoherent.
I haven't.
Yeah. In Honolulu, you would be considered incognito.
I'd be a mayor in Honolulu. I'd be a god.
I think you are the mayor of Honolulu.
I get the key to the city. This guy's rad. But
Jesus.
but in my
I'm gonna have to have HUD cut that promo. The mayor of Honolulu. The mayor.
but Renee can attest to this. I really haven't peed the bed in an awful long time. It's been
At least a month.
No, it's been several months.
So you hung out.
An awfully long time is several months.
In my life, several months is a long time. So
It's all relative.
So I actually decided to get up and pee this time, but I walked over to the desk upstairs and I decided I wasn't going any further than the desk. And I just
You peed on the desk?
well, I tried. In my world, I was peeing on the desk, but in reality, I was just peeing on the floor. And then Renee got up and didn't try to stop me. She just threw a trash can on it.
Once again, I don't know if one is better than the other. Like, is it better to pee on the desk?
And under him.
She just threw a can underneath me and let me just finish. And then she's like, "Now you're going to clean it up." Then I was awake. At that point. It's not true.
Let's not.
Well, that's what I
Hey,
was
Renee, what's worse, peeing on the desk or peeing on the floor?
peeing on you.
I said, Chad, what are you doing?
And what did I do?
And you were still like sleepwalking, and you were just peeing right on the floor.
Is he taking a nighttime sleep aid?
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, that's it, dude. I hear horror stories. Remember we were talking about doing the Ambient Olympics?
Yeah.
I think that we should really follow through with that because I'm starting to hear stories about people like they're driving after they'll take Ambien, they'll go to bed, and then they'll get arrested 2 hours later.
They have a whole nother life.
Yeah, apparently in their other life they're driving. Yeah.
I was just telling Renee last night that I really just started taking. They're not really anything heavy. They're basically like Advil with
Well, they're heavy enough for you to
PM.
trickle on the desk.
yeah, huh? CVS brand. And I've been taking them to go to bed earlier, faster. And I was telling Renee, I said I've been having the greatest dreams. I can't wait to go to fucking bed now, right? It's been so great. My other life in my sleep world is so much better than my reality.
Yeah.
And then I mean, it's all happening.
Like you've been getting laid and stuff?
You're getting dream.
I mean, what's going on in these dreams that's so great?
It's just a lot of nonsense. Every night I'm getting chased.
Oh, that's great for you?
Yeah, but it's by my friends.
Feels like he's getting exercise.
Getting chased by your friends?
Yeah.
Who's chasing you? Dave's chasing you?
Well, Dave already-
I ain't chasing shit.
I can imagine Dave running.
Yeah, I know. Dave's not running after me. He's too busy dancing. in my dreams, Dave dances.
Hey, I was training.
In my world, he's a gay dancer.
Oh,
Apparently, in this world, I may be too. I don't know.
Maybe I got something here in my dreams. Maybe I'm seeing the future.
He did just buy a Crack the Sky album. He's a dancer.
Oh man,
Well, I don't know what to tell you. That's what happened this week for me.
feed yourself and shit yourself.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens.
It's a hell of a
this
week, man.
That is a hell of
Yeah,
a
what
week,
could you do to top that?
I don't know.
I can see tomorrow.
That's great.
Is that going to be your motto for the mayor of Honolulu?
Yep. You come here and you can see tomorrow. Maybe. No guarantees. You can see tomorrow.
But no, that's actually a good slogan if you're running for mayor. I see today.
That and bring on the hookers.
I saw today.
Bring on the ruckus.
The hookers.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to make a campaign thing now.
There's got to be like a
Yeah, we actually have. He has to actually run for mayor of Honolulu.
Isn't there like a Facebook game you can make like the Farmville, but it's like Honoluluville, where you build this city with hookers and drugs and
You guys see how many write-ins you can get for the next mayoral
bed
run.
pissers, pants shitters. There's got to be a game. I'd get on that.
We'll call it Suicide City.
What is this?
The end of the show.
Oh, it's over? All right.
Unless you got something else to say.
No, I'm not admitting to anything else.
I'm sorry.
That's what you're
Would
asking.
you like to shit yourself now live on the air? Shit,
I'm not going to shit my pants again at least the rest of this year. I'm going on record and
There's
saying
a
that.
quota.
Yeah.
One a year.
It's been a while, man.
Have you shit yourself in the past?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was the first. All right.
No, not like that. That's never happened. Because normally I'll just cave and run to any bathroom. But I was really trying to ride that storm out, man. I thought I could make it
The best is he was having a conversation with a customer and taking a shit at the
at the
same
same
time. Yeah, I got that line for you.
You want me to come back when?
Oh my god.
I would like to see if his facial expression changed.
I don't think I took my glasses.
He looked relieved.
I didn't take my sunglasses off, dude. I didn't want to see it.
Shoulders slumped down.
He went in all panicky, like, and then it was like,
It was so good talking to you.
This song came on in the background.
I've never felt better.
the trials and tribulations of the merit of Honolulu.
Yep. Living the Barfly movie every day.
Every day.
And really, Barfly, you called it the Outsiders of our generation. How is that movie even comparable with the Outsiders?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. I have it on text. You texted it to me.
I'm sure I was drunk.
Have you even sat through that movie? You haven't seen that
Barfly?
movie. Yeah.
I just sat through like an hour of it.
Henry Chinansky.
Without Faye Dunaway.
Hell yeah,
She came in
man.
a couple of times.
That's my favorite. Yeah, Wanda was here. You didn't see Wanda?
She made an appearance.
Yeah. She's in the bedroom. Wanda.
God.
Fuel.
I'm editing on it. That's not. That's great.
It's my favorite movie.
How long was it?
Didn't feel like an hour.
We got 2 minutes left.
And that concludes this week's edition of the Bottom Feeders radio program. To listen to more shows, please visit our website at www.bottomfeedersradio.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at BottomFeeders13.